This is my mower. There are many like it, but this one is mine. John Deere E140. This was a gift from my dad. My dad hooked us up with this. He had gotten to a point where he wasn't really using his mower anymore, and we've got a pretty big property here. So this was his gift to us for getting our place. This is going to be what we're working with. Is huge into maintaining his stuff, and he wanted to set us up, so he got us this. We also have spindles, blades, pulleys, belts, all sorts of stuff, but today we're just going to be focusing on the engine. He did tell us that the engine is about 50 hours over on its routine maintenance. So we've got spark plug, oil change, fuel filter, and air filter to do for this bad boy. Let's get into it. So quick peek at the contents of the home maintenance kit for the John Deere E140. Obviously it's going to be engine oil. One uses 10W30. We've got 2 quarts of that, an oil filter. These are the numbers for the oil filter, an air filter, a couple of spark plugs that do need to be gapped, and a fuel filter. One last must-have for doing anything outside certain times of year down here in the south: no gnats. One of the only things that works to keep them just kind of like off your face. You're gonna have to get a lifetime supply of this stuff right here. First things first, let's get the oil flowing on this bad boy. Let's see how it does that. There you go. My dad did install this just to make it a little bit easier. Hopefully this tin is big enough. I believe it is. All right, we're gonna pause that real quick. Let me go grab mine. All right, while that is continuing to drain, we'll see if the air filter is down here, which it is. Simply pops out. This thing's definitely ready to go. Real quick wipe down. Get some of this dust out of here. It's gonna get dusty again, so pops in, easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. Alright, this one is done. Push that up, twist it locked, install your plug, pull out your tub. I'd say the oil definitely looks a little thin, but it hasn't had any crack, any crud in it, any metal shavings. The crud that you do see, I mean, this was a coffee tin, so it still had a little bit of extra coffee in it, but it wasn't coming out of the motor, so good to go. The oil drained. Come around to the other side of the engine. The oil filter is on the opposite side of the drain, but also very low, obviously. And we'll see if we can do this without making too big of a mess. This might be old school. I don't know if we really need to do this anymore, but make sure it's square. Don't cross thread this ever. You'll have a nightmare on your hands. And oil filters only need to be kind of finger tight. That should be good to go. Last but not least, and most importantly, put oil back in it. I've tried to do every step of the actual oil kind of in line. Everything else can come afterwards. Just make sure that you complete this before you really get serious about moving on to anything else. Up next, fuel filter. Been pretty easy. Say hello to the kitty. Let's try these out. Now I think on this one I'm gonna do the bottom first and try and flip this up. Don't need a set of pliers, obviously. That should be good to go. Clip this hose back into place. Easy. On to the spark plugs. As usual, really lucky. Glad that I came over here and decided to check out the manual. Old man was clever enough to actually just write it on the front. So I've got exactly how much oil it takes, tire pressures, and spark plug gap right up front. From what I can tell so far, the gap comes in a little tight. There you go. 30 thousandths. Yeah, same thing. A little tight. 30 thousandths. Make sure you have a little gap tool. You might need it one day. Alright, spark plugs on the John Deere E140. Pretty easy, just either side of the block. Pop this bad boy off. Make sure, let's see if I can clean some of that crud out. Maybe just knock it out. Don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this is a 5/8 spark plug tool, spark plug socket. You want to be doing this stuff by hand, so don't be bringing no guns over here for this part. You don't have to lather up this entire thing, just sort of put it across the faces of each of the threads and it'll sort of spread itself out in there. Again, spark plugs, start them by hand. Just do handwork here. You want to make sure you're not cross threading anything, you're not putting any funny angles, and you can feel it all. I've already gotten to almost snug by hand. There you go. This thing. That's it. I mean, I maybe put, yeah, 5 pounds. That's it. We'll flip around to the other side, get that one knocked out, and this maintenance is done. That is it for the maintenance on the John Deere E140. Close that up and you are done. That is all you're gonna have to do for engine maintenance. The moment of truth. Definitely quieter. The motor sounds a little bit better. Oh. I need to go find a pen, fill out my hours and my date. You can see right here, I don't know if you're gonna end up seeing it on the camera, but 204.9. That is how many hours this machine has. Find a nice place to put the sticker where you can both see it and remember it. That is it. One last thing I'm gonna end up doing, obviously I'm gonna run through the tire pressure. You don't need to see that, everybody knows how to do tire pressure. And when you want to clean your deck, hook up a water hose and crank it up. What that's gonna do is get all the wet grass out from underneath your deck, and that'll keep that thing from getting having excess moisture basically stored up underneath it. But yeah, I'm gonna be going through the entire deck at some point anyway. Gonna remove the entire thing. Like I said, we've got spindles, pulleys, blades, belt, all that stuff. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now on the video, but that is that. The engine maintenance was a big one. Glad to have that done. As always, super grateful to have a family like we have, because I wouldn't have that, that's for sure. So shout out to my pops. Look at this grass. That's not bad. I went through here and you know, I used this patch of our yard as the warm-up cycle for the lawnmower. So yeah, I mean, it still does a great job, but that's the point. That's the point of maintenance. You want to maintain your shit, keep it tip top. All right, that is it for this one. I'll see you guys next time.